So Matt, what we're doing is we're setting up the machine right now, and Doyle is going to explain this as he's walking all the way through it. And this is the Facetron machine.
Okay, Larry has cut the bottom already, the pavilion, and we're getting set up to do the crown. So I'll go ahead and put the thing in here. Oh, this is the one that gives us the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one that has a bit of a problem.
Well,
Now, these camcorders have a pause in them. Matt, normally you don't have to do this, but it's just this particular machine.
somebody abused it before I bought it, and still works fine, but you have to have a little patience setting it up,
Okay.
or just putting a dop stick in it.
Right.
Okay, it's set up. Now in this particular machine here, I've added a dial indicator to it, if you'll notice here.
And the new machines have dial indicators
Yeah, they
on
have
them
them.
already.
The new ones do.
Can you explain what the dial indicator does, Doyle?
Well, you cut to a specific point and stop. And if you do that on every facet, they'll all be symmetrical, all be the same
Okay.
same amount of cut on them.
Okay.
Anyway, that's the way it's set up. And you got this little thing here which releases the quill, so you can dial in whatever index gear you want, or whatever number you want on the index gears. And it comes with a lot of different index gears. Usually they're purchased separately. It comes with one though. And you've got the cheater over here. You roll it one way to cheat one way, and pull it down the other way to cheat the other way. And I've got them labeled here, left and right. Also, you've got your mast. If you twist it to the right, it raises it up, and I kind of got that indicated too, but we don't need that sticker on it anymore. Anyway, that's how the mast works. And then you've got your lever here to raise it and lower it.
Okay.
And this little thing down here lets you move it forward and tighten it up and lock it in for wherever you want to cut on your lap. You've got your speed control. You've got your forward and reverse.
And when would you use the reverse?
Sometimes if you're having a problem polishing, usually you wouldn't use it in a cutting sequence, but if you're having a problem in the polishing sequence, sometimes you can change the direction of the polishing wheel to the material that's on the dop stick, and sometimes it may polish a little easier when you're having problems with that.
Okay.
But over here on this side, you've got a little thing here you just loosen, and it lets this turn freely. This sets your angle on your machine to whatever angle you want to cut at. Once you get it set, then you just snug it down where it doesn't, if you happen to bump the wheel, it'll stay where it's set at.
Okay.
Okay, this doesn't have it because this is a unit I made to go on this machine. Normally it has what they call a strain gauge right here, and you've got a little line right here you cut to on this when you don't have the dial indicator.
Okay, hang on. I'll just move right over here, and we'll just take a quick look at that. And you can walk that through to me again. What you explaining?
Well, this would be the same as a dial indicator. You would cut to this little line and stop. And if you do that on every facet, they'll all be symmetrical.
Oh, okay.
That way you don't have to pick it up and look at your stone quite as often.
Okay. Well, why don't you just go ahead and set that machine up for our next set, and then I think we'll pretty much have it what he needs to do.
Let's see what else is there on here to describe. Can't think of anything else on here.
How about adjusting your dial indicator up here?
Usually you don't adjust that. You calibrate it when it's put on. And usually I use the 0 for my stopping point. I cut till I go to 0 and then stop. But you can change the 0 to a different position on there if you want just to cut so much like that. I usually leave it up at the top. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
To replace the wheels, the index gears, I'll show you how that's done. You just turn her down like this, loosen the little knob on top, and the gear will come off, and you just drop another one in its place.
Okay.
And that's how you change the gear.
Okay.
But when you put your dop stick in, you've got a little key and a little cam that tightens up a little cam inside the quill,
Okay.
and that holds your dop stick in.
Now, for cutting your girdle facets, how would you set your machine up for
Okay,
cutting
for
that?
cutting girdle facets, you just pull this little thing down, twist this little thing down, and that releases it so it will spin freely.
Okay.
And then you put it at 90 degrees and just cut your fat to round your girdle up.
Okay. Well, why don't we go ahead and set this machine up for the first set of the crown facets, and then I think that would be pretty much
Okay, 40.
set him up.
Okay, this is the I'm at a loss for words.
Okay.